I just don't know how to mentally, like, I agree with you. You're saying 100%. That's exactly how I want people to think. Like, like, don't hate on me if you change, just leave it to yourself, which is hard for a lot of people. But I, if you just look back of, like, clips from, before I joined NRG, after I joined the NRG for, like, I'm just using that as, like, a prime time, like, like a like
timeline.
Yeah, like a timeline. If, like, before that and a little bit after that, I was at my all-time, like, happiness. It wasn't a peak, it was happiness. I was excited. That's what I'm saying. I was excited to stream. I was excited to do things. I was excited to create videos, create content. And then it started going down when I realized how much hate you get with being so, like, big, like,
so much, bro, so much.
And a lot of people, real quick, let me just finish up with this one statement. A lot of people, and this is a big thing I want to talk about, a lot of people don't think streamers or YouTubers, like, have, like, internal feeling. Like, they don't think that they have, like, a feeling or anything. Like, bro, it gets to you. Like, some nights I'm, like, thinking, I'm just like, wow, like, I'm like, people hate me, or like people like I get emotional sometimes. Like, it's crazy because people don't think it gets to you, but it does. It really does. Like, I'm sure, like, you could tell me no. I mean, you might have not, but I'm sure, like, both of you have had times where you sat there, like, alone and you thought about it, like, like, is this how I'm treated or something? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude, can I give you a crazy example that fits so perfectly with what you say, bro? Okay, so, like, earlier in the podcast, like obviously this started as a Fortnite podcast, right? Like, Fortnite, right. It was like a lot of Fortnite pros and shit. I'm not a pro. I never really was in the scene too much. Like, I know a lot of the community through just, like, mutuals and this and that, but I'd get stressed out when we'd have, like, a Fortnite pro on and I wouldn't talk very much in the people because people would comment about that. People would be like, oh, like, he's third wheeling, like, oh, like, he's not adding anything to the conversation, this and that. And I'd get in my head, bro, and sometimes I'd be like, damn, dude, like, am I even, like, welcome on my own podcast? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit got to me a little bit, but then I got over it, bro, because now I think we've had such a variety of people where, like, it's not only a Fortnite podcast, like, it's, like, a bunch of other shit, but that shit got in my head. And the funny thing about you specifically is whenever you're on the podcast, it does really well. And for some reason, the other night when you were supposed to be on, like, because we were supposed to do this earlier, dude, I was getting like, low key a little bit of anxiety. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, this one's gonna be a big one. Like people are gonna watch this. I was like, I hope I don't get shit like I did last time, type shit. And I was getting in my own head. And then when you were like, oh, like, when he was like, oh, we're not doing it tonight, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I can fucking regroup for a minute. But no,
I have a good example for that. Like, that's how I'll feel. I'll have anxiety built up. Yeah. And I'll be genuinely, I have very bad anxiety. I think we talked about this before. Yeah. Me and you had a good conversation, Edwin, about it. Eric was just chilling back there. No, but I have severe anxiety, and I'm very open to talk about it. I get very anxious about certain things. I get shaky. Like, I genuinely get shaky about certain things, like a night before or night after, or like something will happen on stream, and I'll just feel it the whole time or something. Like what you just said, like, it'll get to me. It'll really get to me.
Dude, and it's weird because, like, you feel it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro, but, like, it's such like a fucking, like, I feel like claustrophobic when I get it. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, like, I'll
be actually, like, shaking. Like, I'll be shaking.
Bro, when I used to stream Fortnite only, like, when I used to do like community games, Zone Wars, this and that, like, I noticed that when I played better, I got more views, right? Obviously, like, you play better, you stay in the game longer, you get more views. And I would get stressed out before stream, bro. And like, back then, I used to start streaming like around 7 p.m. Dude, and I'd get so stressed out about, like, I'm like, dude, like, I hope I do well today. Like, I hope, like, I play well enough for people to stick around. And I'd get so stressed out about it that I'd sit there in front of my PC, bro, I shit you not, for an hour, dude, before I clicked go live. Like, I could have went live an hour ago, but I just, like, sat there and I thought and I was thinking and, like, dude, so I feel you, bro. I feel you 100%.
If I knew that, I would literally come into your room, by the way, and click go live for you.
No, but see, that's an excellent point that you just said that, because two things helped me out at that time. I don't do it anymore because, like, my community is so sick. Like, that was back when I had a Fortnite community, which is, like, another point, bro. Like, I recently stopped playing Fortnite completely. Like, I completely stopped playing it at all.
It's very bad, the community. It's so toxic, and just, like, it's cool, like, the kids and all that. Like, it's awesome, like, seeing, kids come into your stream. And I have nothing against, like, young audience, right? Obviously,
yeah, for sure.
It really built me, It builds a lot of people's brands. I'm not going to say everyone, but it builds a lot of people's brands having, a younger audience to an extent. But at the same time, there's, like, a limit. It's like to the
Dude,
point where it's
let me
only
tell you,
kids
bro.
just coming in and just it's like this is gonna be funny to some, not funny to others. To me, to you guys and me, it's like it's gonna be like straight face type of thing. It's like they'll be like, oh, you have a
Ron.
big cock or whatever. It's like it's not funny. It's like
Oh
so
my god, I
childish.
agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
totally like the
yeah.
So
sex jokes. Like they
childish.
come in and go,
Right, like
oh,
here and
like
there. That's what I'm
shit
saying.
the
Here
bed,
and
shit,
there.
poop, fuck. Like I'm
Yeah.
like whatever. Like it's
Bro.
not funny. There's no substance.
Hey,
Yeah,
real quick,
ahead.
going back to what helped me out. One was I started building a just chatting community. Like at night, I would do just chatting, and I realized that a lot of my community was older because of that, because they're not like Fortnite kids, right?
Right.
And so that helped me out too, because they're a lot more understanding. They're not like, oh, you suck today, I'm out. Like they're just there to chill, right? The other thing that helped me out was I would take like little tinctures of CBD, right? I don't do that anymore. That's when my anxiety was pretty bad, but that helped out too. And
It's funny you say that. I literally was. Let me cut you off real quick. I was literally talking to my mom today, and I was just like, would it be a bad idea? I talked to her before, but I was like, would it be a bad idea for me to either get like a dab pen or smoke like marijuana?
no, no.
But wait, hear me out. Not like every day.
He's saying
I'm gonna
no,
get
yeah,
high.
Bro, let me tell you why that's a terrible idea. And
Oh, you are
Arab,
saying
dude,
it's a terrible idea.
no, and Arab is crazy because, dude, like how we were like talking about anxiety, and he was
By
just
the
kind
way,
of chilling.
I don't smoke often. Like I don't
No,
smoke.
yeah.
I'm
I'll
over
take
it.
an
I don't
edible
really care.
Maybe
Yeah.
like 8 times a year. Like that's
Yeah,
how
he
often I do it.
doesn't. He
Once
doesn't.
every 6 weeks.
No, I don't ever do it usually. I think I've done it twice. And
Dude,
but I don't like it. I've never gotten like truly high. And that's why I asked my mom, because she's open about it. She doesn't care if I drink. She doesn't care if it's bad and all, but like she doesn't really care. She's like a cool mom type of person, But
Yeah.
if I told her, I was just like, would it be a bad idea? And she's like, well, we'd have to talk about it because, at the same time, I don't want to rely on that. And when I get anxious or something, that I'm like, all right, I need to do this. I need to do smoke.
Dude, let me give you some advice that you need right now. All right, do not smoke actual weed, bro. Take CBD, and let me tell you why. Because weed, when you smoke weed, if you're prone to anxiety, it'll make it worse, dude.
Right.
Because
There's CBD
here's what
pens,
happens.
too.
Well, here's what happens. When you smoke weed, it works as a blood thinner, so your blood literally gets thinner, and that's why you feel all like relaxed or whatever. But when you have anxiety, your heart pumps really quickly. So having thin blood plus a heart that's pumping really fast, bro, that makes you like hyperventilate. That like panic attack, bro. Like
Right.
what triggered the worst panic attack I've ever had in my life was weed. And I would say shout out to Arab, dude, because the times that he does like participate in that shit, I don't know, dude. I gotta give it to you, bro. This dude has some crazy mental fortitude where he just thinks he's the fucking man and no one can tell him otherwise. Because this dude, I have fed I have shoveled edibles into his mouth that would have fucking put an elephant down, and he's vibing. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? That would have set me into a fucking existential crisis, man.
Right.
So to end that, dude, CBD, put it in your drink, put like a little tincture in like your coffee or whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, is this like a thing that I would do every time, or like I've talked about getting a therapist even, and my mom has told me but she said it was a good idea because I have ADHD, but I'm not using that as an excuse. Like I used to take medicine for it because I think I am bipolar. There's a lot going on right now, but I do think I'm like a little bit bipolar is running in my family because there'll be nights where I'm extremely happy. Like yesterday, the night before, I was extremely happy. Before I started my stream today, I was just so sad, and I don't know. I just I wasn't depressed, but I was just like wow, like I hate my life type of thing. And I don't tell that to a lot of people, and I don't tweet about it, but I have tweeted before. Like you'll see my tweets. I'll be like,
you go on some rampages for like an hour and then you'll delete them.
That, or I'll keep some up and I'll just be like, I'm really sorry, blah blah blah. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm all over the place a lot, and that's why I think I should get like a therapist or something.
The thing for me, and maybe it's because I have that community, but I always saw them as the therapy. Like if I want to talk to somebody, I'll go on and I'll talk to them.
Yeah,
and
that's some true shit.
I never.
But that's how it used to be.
I'm telling you, bro. I think you can make it like that.
I used to go live at like 2 a.m. listening to Minecraft music, bro. And I would literally have like 400 to one night like 2,000 viewers, and all of them would be active. Everyone would be active. It would be like fast moving chat, and everyone would talk, and we would chill. And depending on how many views this episode gets, like people might, like OG people might see this and they might be like, oh, I remember when he did that. I used to just be able to relax and like soothe my emotion by talking to people and everything, like learning about stuff like with my community. And then I don't know where it went. I guess it was because like I had so many people watching me now. You know, it's fucking getting to me.
Yeah, and I think, bro, I really think, just like you said, you started blocking people on Twitter recently. I think you should go into sub mode. Just fucking do it. Try it for a month, dude. Try it for a month and see how much more you're gonna enjoy chat. Dude, bro, when I turn sub mode on accident, I turn it on sometimes, and I don't even realize. And chat will be so calm. There will be nothing negative. It's just pure fucking people who want to, conversate, etc. And then they'll be like, oh, like, sub mode's so chill. And I'll be like, oh fuck, we're on sub mode, and I'll like turn it off, and then they'll fucking release again. Like it's just those people care about you. Like obviously there's gifteds because you're big, and those 9,000, maybe 6,000 of them are primes or whatever, or tier 1s, and the rest are 3,000 are gifted. So there will be people that slip through, but for the most part, like it calms the fuck out of it. Like you really should go live and try sub mode and see how much different it affects you. Like do what you want to do. Go live on a day that you enjoy and put sub mode on and see how much better chat is.
Bro, I also think you should definitely like run that positive reinforcement shit, and you should get yourself some good mods, bro. Like some OG, like the ones.
A lot of my mods have been with me from the beginning, and I do bring new mods. I have my mods find new mods, like they go through like a whole thing. True. And it's like people who aren't random.
That's your problem too. Why are you getting them new applications? Pick who you like in chat and fucking mod them.
True shit.
It's hard though too, because it's hard though because there's some things that I want gone. I don't really ban people. I like timing out people. I don't like banning people.
Mine no, bro. Mine no.
Well, it's in my Discord. It tells you like the rules for like the mods. They have like a role because they're obligated to join it. Because I'm like, you need to keep up with it. Like, because if all of a sudden I'm like, all right, racist stuff I want banned, or the soft A or whatever, the people they might be like, oh, that's racist. I'm like, no, it's not racist. Yeah, it's like time them out. Like you have to know like the difference. And
I do it based off. It's like if they're somebody who types regular and they fucking type that, time them out. But if it's like a first message, like next is coming the hard R. Like next they're about to hit the hard R. So it's like you just get rid of them. But dude, mine, like I have the Discord mod thing, but I don't even like use that. It's just I see somebody in chat who I know is always fucking there, and they participate in the community. That they'll clip shit sometimes. They'll talk shit to other actives like as a joke. They fuck with each other. Modded, and like I used to have this rule that was like 18 plus, then I got bigger and it was hard to keep mods that are 18 plus, but it's like they know. I'm like, listen, just don't fuck with people unless you have to, and they'll literally just ban people when they have to. And then because I'm comfortable with that mod, because I know that they're cool and they're inactive, I can talk shit to them if I want to too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're not there for a job. They're there to talk to you. And if they see shit, and they ban it. Like they're not clocking in or whatever. They're there because they fucking watch you every day. And then they see shit and they're like, all right, get out of here. Like you're a loser. You're ruining the fucking party.
Right.
Yeah, they're ruining the vibes.